Very excited about our next guest, and you know why I can sing a lot and do all that. So I give you a clue, and I went Scooby Dooby Doo. Here is a clue. Scooby Gooby Doo.
Lost me.
I can't remember the words.
No, clearly. Do you mean love me like you do?
That's it. Love me like you do, Scooby Dooby.
That's what it's supposed to sound like. That one, yeah.
Ellie Goulding. Ellie Goulding, yes, that's who it is.
Sorry, Ellie.
Yeah, she's back. We're going to talk to her very, very shortly. But she's got a new single named after this lovely day, this blue sky day. This is The Brightest Blue. Ellie Goulding, let's go to her home in London and talk to her. It's a privilege to meet you, to talk to you, and to find out all about you. We are big admirers.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
Did you like my little rendition of Scooby Love You Do, Booby Dooby Doo?
That was quite nice. I got it. I mean, I get it, obviously.
She's just being kind to you, darling. She's being kind to you.
Brightest Blue, right? This is an album, and as I understand it, there are two moods on this. There's the side A and the side B, the 1 and the 2. Explain to us what you're trying to do with this.
Well, the Brightest Blue side, I would say, is more my very honest side, where I've written every single lyric, I've played most of the instruments, I've co-produced the album. So it kind of gives, I guess, my fans like a delve into my life, my take on life, my reflection of the past, however many years of touring and all that stuff. And then the second half, some of the songs I've already released in America, and it's my more, I suppose, fun, collaborative side, where I have written with other people. I wasn't necessarily involved in the production as much, but yeah, and I felt like it was two personalities I wanted to acknowledge and present as a body of work. But Brightest Blue is closer to my heart, just because I get to, talk about my own experiences. But side B is more of a, I suppose, more like a character, like an alter ego. And I wanted to give both sides this time.
And the single, Ellie, is called Power. And you said this is about relationships in the 21st century. And do you think a lot of those relationships are now dictated by social media? It's a different kind of way of having relationships. I
think so. I don't necessarily know. I've never had a relationship that's been founded within that kind of era, I suppose. But I definitely noticed from friends and from stories that people tell me that social media has weirdly become like a part of that. And I know people who found each other on social media and found each other through liking each other's photos. I don't know. I think I want to just comment on this kind of era where things are so based on, being online and having an internet presence. And if you're not on Instagram, then you don't exist and things like that. So I think I was just really interested in that kind of, I suppose, culture, social media.
I mean, we've been to 2 or 3 weddings where people have met online, haven't we? And it's all ended very well. And actually, the music video for the single, you had to self-shoot in lockdown in your bedroom.
I did, and not going to lie, I think the one thing that I've learned about myself over this period of time in lockdown, that me and technology do not mix remotely. It's been a real struggle. Luckily, I had an all-female team on that video on FaceTime, and I actually had to borrow a phone so that I could have doing two things at the same time. And yeah, I literally got to just kind of prance around my house, wearing all kinds of things, not really worrying about, being judged, because there was no crew there to shoot me. So it was quite liberating, actually.
Yeah, but it's certainly a different look and feel. And this is called XR Mixed Reality Technology, which mixes camera footage with CGI in real time. For not knowing anything about it, I tell you what, you've done well.
Thank you. Yeah, but I mean, obviously it's been strange, because this time, it's album release week. I'd be planning the live show, and I'd be planning when the tours were going to be this year. But obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to be touring this year, and it does make me sad. But I'm planning some really cool live shows. Sadly, they will be audience free, but I hope to make them as interactive as possible. I've got a show that I've just announced actually today, that's going to be at the V&A, which I'm so excited about, one of the most beautiful, I suppose, museums, and that's going to be on the 26th of August. But you can get tickets for that, so it's kind of an interactive show. You can still watch, but obviously not being there. But hopefully it will still be really, good.
And you'll perform tracks from the new album that people haven't seen before. Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
So you will have an audience there online. 26th of August is the date for that. And you call it an experience. So the album's the Brightest Blue, but this is the Brightest Blue experience. So what do you mean by the experience? What extra do you get?
Well, obviously we've had to really adapt in these times. I think a lot of musicians and artists have had to try and come up with ways that still make the live performance really appealing. I think the thing that I miss most about performing live is just that it's so reliant on that energy and people being in the room and that kind of interaction and that connection. So I think we're just trying to really think about technology more and trying to do as much as we can to make it interactive, like I said. And I love the idea of making the show, a world first, something really different. So we're doing everything we can to make it truly unique. And we're having to adapt. We're having to be innovative. And if there's any positive for musicians and artists in this time, it's that we've had to really try and find other ways to get the art across.
True.
Everyone talking about how, things they've been doing in lockdown, how they've been coping in lockdown. You and your husband, Casper, have been in lockdown together. So how has that worked? Is that good? Because you haven't been married only a year this August. I think you're celebrating your anniversary.
I know, it's gone so quickly, especially with the past few months not being able to see anyone else. It's actually been really great. He's in the middle of, actually kind of at the end now of studying for his business degree at Oxford. So he's been very busy. They're not easy on you at Oxford, as you can imagine. So he's been stuck down in his man cave doing essays and in Zoom lectures. And I've just been sort of prancing around the kitchen, dancing and baking.
Making videos.
But get it.
In your bedroom.
But no, that's a woman cave. She's talking about Casper's man cave. That is the Ellie Goulding woman cave we're looking at now.
I've baked far too many cakes. I've become too good at making cakes, which is not a good thing because then I just get more and more tempted to then eat them immediately after. But if anybody wants any cake, I've got a lot of cake. I've made loads.
What's your favourite? Most people turn to banana
that. What's
bread.
your address? We'll be right after the show finishes. That's what you want. Favourite cake?
Yeah, because a lot of people said banana bread. Everyone was cooking banana bread. Is that yours, or have you got a different favourite cake, lockdown cake?
Made a fair few banana breads. I've tried to vary it up a bit and use different fruits and nuts. But to be honest, because I always buy bananas and then no one eats them, I think that's the classic thing that they then get to a point where they can't eat them by themselves. But yeah, I've been all sorts: chocolate, banana, ginger cake. Lots of chocolate.
Is there any end to your talents?
Nice.
Absolutely incredible. Lolly, as we say goodbye to you, Ellie, Lolly the cat, who we had on early on, who plays dead, a fraudster cat, pretends it's dead when it's not really. Do your little cats have any... I know you've got cats. Do your cats have any nice traits or awful traits? Or
I got two lovely Bengal cats called Wallace and Sifa. Casper named Sifa C4 Cat, which, that was his weird thing. But Wallace I've had for about 6 years now. They're very dog-like Bengals, so they like to play fetch. They're very sociable, they're very noisy, they meow all through the day, all through the night. But I think, I love the fact that you can play games with them and they climb trees and they're kind of like wild cats. But also very cuddly as well. So I have good cuddles with them at night.
Ellie, lovely talking to you. Thanks for letting us into your woman cave and good luck with the album. Brightest Blue, it's out now. Ellie hopes to tour next year and she's got that virtual concert, that Brightest Blue experience on the 26th of August, which you can buy tickets for. Thank you. Lovely seeing you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.